I was wanting to showcase some of the things that's been going on around here, particularly on the Mustang. Been in the family since '03. It's an '86. I bought it in North Carolina, early 2003, mid 2003, something like that. Brought it back from North Carolina, had it in Kansas City, well actually Raytown, Missouri, and it got stolen. And I guess it was probably 2 weeks into living in Raytown. Anyways, it got all trashed. It had some Cobra R rims on it, brand new Cooper Cobra tires on there. I've had a little system in it, JLW3 12s. And what happened in the theft was it got into a wreck. Motor was knocking when we got it back. Wheels were gone. System was gone, of course. So it was a real hurting vehicle. I got discouraged and gave it to Dad for his birthday because he wanted a hot rod again. I could kind of tell, but so he did a lot of work to this car. I'm real proud of all the work that he done to it. Turned out really good, and ever since I got it back, I've basically been trashing on it. So hopefully, I'll be able to start making it go in the other direction to be back to where it's supposed to be. I have made it go a little faster, which is cool. Dad turned the '86 body style in '97, or excuse me, '87 to '93 on the front. Basically, what that entails is the front bumper, the lights. It used to be four eyes. There's a Cobra little grill right there with the horse on it. Second one of those. Dad bought me another one because I threw a wrench at it. Dad put some nice wheels on there, some good tires. They're 16s, Pacers. Dad did the paint job in his driveway for a total of 60 bucks. Rust-Oleum black, jet black, and then he did like all the insets here where it says Mustang GT on both sides, and then on the back it says the same thing. And then he put the whole rear section in. Um, Basically entails the hatch, the at least the rear wing, the tail lights, and the bumper. And it didn't have ground effects on it. It was a GT before, but didn't have the newer style stuff on there. I don't think it had any ground effects at all. Put new trim around here, which is kind of cool. It's like a stick-on thing because those things get wore out real bad. But back to the front, I know it had to have another hood put on, and I think that's it. Maybe new fenders. I think that those would still be '86 fenders though. On the inside right now, it's kind of ragged out, so that's just kind of the way things have been like for me in my life. But has power windows, power locks. In the theft, the steering column was screwed up too. So I put a Lincoln one in there that Dad had, but he's since I think put a different one in there. The horn thing, the horn was sticking while I was driving down the road, so I had to pull that off to disconnect the wire. Still got to fix that. But Dad painted these gray. It was all, I think, black. Painted that gray over there. Why am I fogging? Sorry about that. I think it's just the sun. I had the problem with the power window motor on that side, so I went ahead and stuck that speaker in the door, cut the hole in there, and the wire's hanging down right there. It's not hooked up to a radio. Nothing's hooked up to a radio right now because radio I bought for it, it wouldn't eject CDs, so I took it out and just threw it in the trash. I'll get another one here soon. Dad put these 3-gauge pod on there. I put a Pro 5.0 shifter on the transmission, it's T5, and then I put the Hurst shifter on there. Those are always pimp. And then Dad put this Grant GT steering wheel on there. He also put these door seals on there, which are really cool, Ford Racing. And if I can get Kim out of the way, you can see there's a galloping stallion right there. Nothing real special in the back. These are different right here. the backs of the seats. The ones with nettings are really cool, but those are just hard to come by. Dad put those on there. Headliner's good. Has a dope scope light right here. That's what we call it. Because you can move it anywhere you want to move it. It's kind of cool. I never use it. I'm never stuck in the dark, but Dad put that emblem in over there. It's pretty cool. My camera just doesn't work right. Slow on the zoom here. And then there's another one right there. I put a 6-disc changer in here, which I should have just kept the Pioneer in here and used the disc changer for CDs, but that just doesn't sound right. So those are that's just old technology for you. There's a fog light switch. I put a little 2-wire alarm in here. I don't really need an alarm, but I put it in just because I had it. Back here I got a Polk Momo 10. It's a really good sub. It hits really good back there. I mean, a lot better than even in my Camaro when I had Volt 10s in there. For some reason the airspace is just perfect. I made that box myself, but I didn't worry about covering it. I mean, I don't know, just like that. I guess I need to put something over there. Oh yeah, another cool thing, Dad made this power mirrors. So then there's a switch for the mirrors right there. And then he made this console himself completely. Covered it in leather, put a cup holder in there. The car never had a cup holder before, so that's really cool. Got a couple tweets right there. And then there's some really nice, what are those, Alpines? Oh no, those are actually, Rockford Fosgate Punch Powers or something. They're 5x7s. Those are pretty pimp. They sound really good. My subwoofer, for some reason, keeps cutting out. My amp's not kicking on. But I'm not into car audio anymore, so I don't really care. But some of the things we had to do, we took a short block out of a Lincoln Mark 8 and put it in here right around the same year. Car still has air conditioning. And then Dad put some heads from a 95 Mustang on them. And they got bigger valves and some port work done to them. And it had all the stock top end, but he also put a nice loping cam in there. And then he put a delete on for the smog stuff. Got rid of the smog, the air pump there, and I put an electric fan in, which that also helps with power. Let's see, I put an aluminum Ford Racing drive shaft under it. Dad rebuilt the rear end. It's an 8.8. It's got 373 gears instead of 308s now. And now both tires spin whenever you romp on it. So that's always a plus. You get a little more traction. Definitely needed in this. And then I went to the junkyard and scored, which is basically a GT. It's a GT40 intake, but it's basically like a Cobra intake. You'll see it for about $450 on the internet, but I scored this off of a 2000 Ford Explorer for 40 bucks. And then I got a real in-fender cold air kit, which instead of all the rice rockets out there, they got the filter right next to the damn header, and you're sucking in hot air from the engine. This actually completely isolates any under hood temperatures, and it's a lot cheaper. I got that on eBay. Got a Crown Victoria mass air sensor, which Dad actually converted a car to mass air. It wasn't mass air before, but when he did the heads and cam, you have to. Otherwise, it's like you're wasting your time with speed density. So I upgraded that. That's a 70 millimeter, and then from a 60 millimeter throttle body, I went up to a 65 millimeter throttle body. That was off the same Explorer. So the car's pretty much mudded out, but man, it's all for positives, you know. Trying to think, they all 5 of those have headers on them, so it's got headers. It's got off-road H pipes dumped in the Flowmasters before the axle, and it's just straight out the back. It hasn't been ran in a couple days because I ain't got no damn gas money, but I can go ahead and start it up for you guys so you can hear it. Hopefully the baby won't cry. She's supposed to be down for a nap, but couldn't get her to take a nap. So here. Look. Can you smell the fuel in the video? Whew. I tuned everything by ear myself, so it's not probably spot on, but it's not lean and it's not too rich. You definitely don't want lean. A couple other things I forgot to show is that I got a fuel gauge right there to put in, and then see if I can get it in there. There's a aftermarket adjustable regulator, which I had to boost from the stock pressure of 38. I had to boost it up to 45 pounds. So I'm running a little more fuel through there. I didn't want to do that, but it's better than blowing your motor. A couple things I'm sure I forgot. The white face gauges, which are kind of neat. This thing doesn't have a turbo, but Dad needed to fill the hole somehow, so he just put that in there. Because we got these three here, so I think that's pretty much it. I know I'm forgetting some stuff, like I said, but that's it. It's not no rice rocket. Definitely kicked the shit out of one though. Thanks for watching.